So this is the image I'm going to use. I'm on Pixel Studio. So in this tutorial, we're going to learn how to create a custom brush from a selection. So now the first thing I'm going to do is to select the artistic text tool, left click here, select artistic text tool. And now I'm going to left click and now I'm going to type, for example, the text I want to use as a watermark. Control A to select the text, all the text. I'm going to change the font here to Anton. And then I'm going to change the size here to 200. So here it is. For now, I'm just going to change the color to white. We're going to change it later. So now let's select the move tool. So now in order to convert this text here into a brush, the first thing we need to do is to convert the text layer into a raster layer, into a pixel. So now select the move tool, make sure on the move tool, I'm going to right click on the text layer, right click on it, and then select rasterize. So here it is. Now it is pixel layer. So now hold the control key down and then left click here on the text thumbnail, this one here on the layers tab. This will create a selection. Hold the control key down and then left click. So now as you can see, it created a selection from what's inside the pixel layer, which is the text. So now let's go to the brushes tab. So here it is. If you don't have it here, just go to window, general, and then select the brushes, check it. So now I want to place, for example, my new brush under the acrylics category. So I'm going to open the acrylics here category, and then I'm going to left click here on the small arrow. And then I'm just going to scroll down. So here it is, new brush from selection. I'm just going to left click on it. So here it is. And now I'm just going to scroll down. Acrylics here category, scroll down. You'll find it down here. So here it is. It's this one here. So now if I select the paintbrush tool, left click here, select paintbrush. So here it is. So now I'm going to remove the selection, go to pixel, pixel selection, and then deselect. And now let's select the layers tab. I don't need this text anymore, so I'm just going to delete this layer. And then I'm just going to create a new pixel layer. So here it is. And now let's go back to the brushes. So we selected this one here. So now I am inside the new layer we created. And now if I left click, so I'm just going to change the color here, select the white, for example. So here it is. And now you can, for example, watermark here. So now I can also Control Z to undo. So now, for example, I can change the settings here. So let's say I'm going to change the size to 600, press enter. So now, as you can see, the opacity is quite reduced, maybe because of the hardness here. You just need to duplicate this layer. So if you hold the control key and the J key down, so here it is. As you can see, it increased the opacity. So I'm just going to delete all these layers. So if you click on more, it will open the brush settings. So here it is. You can, for example, see how the brush will look like. For example, for the side, the spacing, the flow. So I'm just going to leave it here. And now Control Z to undo. I'm just going to remove all these here, all the watermarks here. I'm just going to create new ones. So here it is. So let's say, for example, I'm just going to leave it here. So now if you want to change the color, I'm just going to add layer effects to it, to this layer here, to the watermark layer. Click on the FX icon. So I'm just going to move the layer effects window to the right and then select the overlay, check the overlay. So here it is. And now as you can see, it is black. The watermark layer is black. I can change it, for example, red. So I'm just going to select this one here. So I'm just going to select, for example, this light blue here. You can also, for example, add other filters here, other layer effects. As you can see, the bevel and emboss. For 3D, you can also add an outline. If I check the outline, so I just need, so here it is. So I'm just going to uncheck it. I'm going to click on the X here to exit the layer effects. And now let's go to the navigator here. I'm just going to zoom in. So here it is. The opacity is a little bit reduced here. If you want to increase it, you can just duplicate it. You can also, for example, reduce the opacity here. So now if I select this one here, Control J, so it will increase the opacity here. So here it is. And now I'm going to the navigator here and then zoom out. And now let's go back to the brushes tab. And now you can leave the brush here. If you want to delete, for example, this brush, select the brush you created just now, right click on it, and then select delete brush. So here it is. So you just need, for example, to select another brush. So here it is. Control Z to undo. So now I'm just going to go to the layers tab,